Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to take two.
Ooh.
That's my first big slip up.
I know, it's nervous.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another arousing episode of Sips, Riffs, and Flix. I'm your co-host, Kevin.
And I'm your unaroused Brandon. What is it with you and arousal,
I don't know.
man?
I like to say it because you always go like, it's like it catches you off guard, so I like to say it.
I'm prepared for it.
Yeah. So tonight
Is your night, bro?
Tonight, we are going to try something that I've been super, super excited about.
And just so for clarification purposes,
Yeah.
This is something that was recommended. Is that correct?
It is. It has
Okay.
been recommended. So this is actually one that I've been trying to find for over a year.
Mm-hmm. So wait a minute. You can't find this?
I
don't even know what this is.
I've never seen it on a shelf before.
Man.
I mean, you can find it, yes, but I've not been able to find it. But
So is this like a highly sought after thing?
I don't know the answer to that.
Are we in the room with bourbon royalty?
I mean, I do think this is one that, you know what? I don't know. I don't know how hard it is to find. I just know I've never been able to find it because I've looked for it.
Because I've never looked
This
for
is
it.
one that's on my list that I've looked for.
How?
And I couldn't find it. And I just happened to be talking to...
Try to pronounce that?
Sure.
Do you know how to pronounce it like properly?
I think so. Now I feel nervous.
Is it called Michters?
Mixtures, yes.
So actually, you know what? Whoever invented this and came up with it is smart because it's got the type of name that you can hide a slur in. Like I've had too many drinks. It's called Michters.
I got a mixtures.
Bartender, make it to the Michters. What did I say?
We got a mixtures. So this is the Mixtures Small Batch Sour Mash.
Oh, sour mash.
Yes.
Isn't Jack Daniels a sour mash? It's a Tennessee whiskey
I
sour
you were
mash.
asking me so many questions that I don't know the answers to tonight.
I mean, we've been doing this.
Let's not forget, folks, I don't know anything about bourbon.
Well, brother, here in about 2 weeks, we've been doing this 2 years. By golly,
True.
you ought to know something.
So yeah, I'll just read this real quick. We are proud to offer you our small batch sour mash whiskey in the Mixtures tradition, hailing from one of the America's first distillers. This whiskey is made according to our classic sour mash method with small amounts of previously fermented mash used as a starter for the new mash. It is then further mellowed by our signature filtration.
Is it in Tennessee?
I don't know.
Well, it's bound to be on the label. My golly, read the letters. Let me get Dempsey in here.
It's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
This is coming in at 86 proof.
Coming in a little hot at that 86 proof.
You're getting close to that whole hot 90
I'm
there.
telling you what. Oh, you're starting to get little tails are getting a little loose right there.
So, Brandon, if you'll go ahead and open that up for us,
Love
it's
to.
tradition that you open them up. And are we gonna go? We're gonna go neat. We're gonna go
Yeah,
neat.
that was gonna be my.
We'll go neat first taste.
By the way, this was very easy to open.
All right. So, first impressions.
Would you like a sniff?
First impressions. The bottle's easy to open.
Would you like to get a little nasal note in there? I don't even smell anything.
I don't smell anything either. That lets me know it's going to be delish.
Man, here's a little.
All right, so we're going neat.
Here's a little snort.
We're going neat for all you bourbon
snobs
out there.
Oh, snobzilla. You're in your misters.
Brandon's pour was a little heavier than mine, I think.
Well, I'm celebrating.
All right. Michter's Small Batch Original Sour Mash Whiskey.
I feel like that was a tuning fork.
That's nice.
That was very good.
That was nice.
Well
Here we
done. Well,
Maybe. Let me take another sip. All right, here's what I'm going to say off just my first neat sips. I can already tell you that if this is poured over some ice and sits for about 3 minutes, this might be my favorite bourbon.
I can tell that when my hemorrhoids are flared up, my hiatal hernia is flared up, and this sits right on top of them.
Is that a good thing or bad thing? I don't know.
I'll tell you later. But this here, I don't know if it's supposed to be sour or if I'm being like subliminal messaged.
Do you get a little bit of a soury?
There is a little bit of a sour.
I get it too.
Have I been
did
MK
too.
Ultra'd?
Well, we told you it was sour.
You are going to taste something sour.
So, no, I really do. So, I'll be honest with you.
Yep.
I don't know what a sour mash bourbon's supposed to taste like, but I know that this one tastes a little different than what I'm used to. So I think that's the sour part coming
In all honesty, I didn't really know what to expect, but I was thinking that this was going to come in real hot,
No.
No. But actually, it's not that bad at all. And that sour, I wonder if it's that fermented left over from the old batch coming to the new batch that gives that little, it's a little Fumunda,
A little.
It gives a little Fumunda, from, it's
that
a
little sour Fumunda.
Fumunda. It's a Fumunda, that old batch, That old batch left a little Fumunda, You reckon that's what it is? I think it might be.
I don't know, but that's the hardest I've laughed in weeks.
Well, I mean, when your face is purple.
I mean, weeks. That's that sour for that Fumunda from that old batch.
What is that back? What is that in the back of the throat? Oh, that's that old Fumunda from the old batch.
Oh my! What a good time. I'm gonna swirl.
I'm gonna swirl, but I'm gonna let mine sit a minute.
I'm gonna let mine sit and breathe a spell. So our Crossroads Bourbon Society's a group of people here in Statesville. A lot of good guys, obviously, but a lot of good knowledge in this group. I had lunch with Eric Campanella not too long ago at a golf tournament, and we were talking about some bourbons. And I mentioned that I had this, and he said that he thought I was going to like it as well. And he mentioned all of us getting together and everybody bring, a bottle and do like a bottle share tasting. And people bring some stuff that's, a little bit harder to find or, more on the expensive side, I guess, so that we all get to taste things we maybe wouldn't find or see. But this Jamie is from, I think he's the one that kind of put it all together.
Yeah, I think he actually created the Crossroads Bourbon
and he's given us a
Society.
couple samples. One of them we did, and it was the Elijah Craig. Was it? It wasn't a toasted one.
It was actually a blind tasting that he gave us.
But
yeah,
it was Elijah Craig. It ended up being Elijah Craig.
Was it a small batch?
I think it was. We also have 2 more bottles in there that he gave to us that we don't know what they are. They've been sitting that we need to do too. But the whole reason I blabbered on about all this.
You are a blabber.
I mean,
must be that Fumunda.
I mean, talk it
It's
up.
that sour mash.
So, but he, just because of the things that I've commented on there, the things that's been talked about, it's like people on there starting to know taste of other people.
Right.
So Eric, the other day when I told him that I had this, he was like, "Oh, yeah, you'll like it because it's under 90 proof."
100%.
So everybody has, knows now that we're basically your under 90 guys.
Yeah, we're still your baby crawlers. We're still getting into it. But I got to be honest with you. I mean, Jamie sent me a picture of these. I think it's actually Knob Creek, and the Knob Creek has got these pictures of like old Metallica albums.
Those are the coolest bottles.
The coolest bottles, but they come in registering like a million proof, and like I can't even like.
Things a million proof,
brother. And justice for all, I'll be dead. I mean, I can't even, I'd ride the lightning one good snort and be out of there. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to sip into the night.
Trying to live.
Trying to live, brother. I'm riding around Richard Petty 43. You.
Oh, man.
Oh, here we are.
Let me get me another little sipper.
Let's see how this goes on the ice.
Man, so All right, take a sip.
Okay.
Take a sip and tell you what I'm.
Okay.
Take a sip and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you.
Let me tell you something, Tony. Hold on.
Go ahead and take a sip. Here's what I'm gonna say. When I first decided to go on this bourbon journey, this Bernie, if you will.
Did you just come up with that?
Right on the spot. When I decided to go on this bourbon journey, Bernie.
I love it. I see a T-shirt.
This is what I thought that I was going to be doing. Like, when I see people in movies, on TV, and they're pouring their bourbon, and they're sitting, by the fire, and they're drinking their bourbon. I have this image of that's me doing that, and I like what's in the glass. I haven't liked what's in the glass for a long time.
Like ever?
Here and there.
Yeah.
We'll find some. But this is what I thought I was going to be doing. Like that sip right there, watered down a little bit. It's just like, I know it's alcohol. I know it's bourbon. But it's like enjoyable. And it's just at the very, very end of it. It's like, oh yeah, there's the bourbon. Instead of it touching my tongue and lighting my insides on fire.
I've been there before. A little nitro. I'll never be the same.
This is what I thought I was going to be doing. Jamie Cashin, great choice.
Really? So you really do enjoy it?
I do. I would sit and drink this on ice and sip on it like in an evening, which I very rarely do with bourbon.
So in all honesty, after that's got the water in it, it is really good. Right.
It's good.
So I'm sitting here in my mind, I just sitting there talking about it. I'm trying to feel something with your Bernie. And I'm trying to think of it.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, no, I'm trying to think of a T-shirt where it says "Feel the real burn." Go on the Bernie with us. Something like with the Bernie, with the journey, with the bourbon.
Yeah,
and it's also "Feel the burn."
Taking a Bernie, but we don't want to get too close into people thinking we're talking about you know who.
Oh yeah.
But I do like where you're going with it.
Yeah, I like it.
We're on a Bernie together.
I want to Bernie together.
Oh, that's good.
It is good. Oh, sour mash.
And I keep washing it down with vodka. I don't know why. It's just
I noticed that.
I just pick up whatever I pick up. But
man,
this, I'm serious, Jamie. You were right. This is in my top 3 as of the moment, and it might be my number 1. And gosh, I sure hope I can find it again at some point.
So here's the problem. So here's the problem. It's very good, but number 1, where do you find it?
Yeah.
And then number 2, how much is it?
No idea. Let's give us a price check.
You me to do it?
Or you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
You rest a little.
So
I don't think it's super expensive.
While you're going down the burn trail of So
I see it anywhere from $32 to $45.
No way. You're a lie. Man, I ain't got my glasses on.
32. I see a $31.99 and I see a $44.99.
So basically $45 or less, depending on where you are.
And I thought it did. I thought it fell somewhere in that.
That don't make no sense.
I thought it fell somewhere truly in like the Buffalo Trace range, Eagle Rare range.
No, this is
price wise.
This is delicious. Good choice. Thank you. And he was right. I mean, it's damn. Give me some more.
It's good.
So Kevin, Michter's. No, that's not how you do it.
I love that Michter.
I love that Michter's. Michter Small Batch, established in 1973, U.S. Star number 1. I wonder what that means. It's got a cool bottle too. Wait a minute, is that a steel on there?
Dude, I'm taking like sips of it like it's sweet tea. Like I mean full mouth guzzle drinks.
So can I read this real quick before we convene on this? This is distilled in a small batch according to the Michter's pre-Revolutionary War quality standards dating back to 1753.
Small batch. I think that means it's a small batch.
Right, which means it was not big but small.
Right.
Shout out to Spencer.
Smaller than big. Golly, this is good.
But
Golly, I'm out of camera frame. We're zoomed in too far. Look,
well,
look how easy I get out.
we got to keep it between the ditches, brother. You know what? Honestly, this is one of these right here. You'll drink to the four corners if you ain't careful.
So, in all seriousness,
it is delicious.
I will happily, gladly walk across the street, and if I do run across this in stores, I'll buy it every time I see it.
Yeah, man, I would absolutely walk across the street for this. It's good. I don't even know what a sour mash really means, but who knew? Who knew that your true palate is Fumunda? Who knew?
I mean, just being serious. This is what I thought.
This was all about.
We're going to taste like.
This is what. Well, you know what, brother? You had to travel through your Bernie to get here.
It's been a long Bernie, but I finally found it with Michter's small batch sour mash. Golly, this
from 1907.
It's just
53.
It's like when you take a sip of it, it's like you're not drinking anything, and then all of a sudden it's just a nice, just flavor, just right at the very end. Like, oh yeah, that's.
And the best part about it is like you don't taste it, and it's so good. And next thing you know, you go stand to go pee, and you fall face first in the boxwood bush.
And that's how you know it's good.
Instead of a jump man, we got a Kevin symbol.
That should be our new symbol. Just yeah, I like it. Yeah. So yes, Michter's sour mash for all you non-bourbon drinkers starting out, scared of the higher proofs, don't like a lot of stuff. This one is. I don't know what we call our like highly recommended. Like we don't have some sort of a system. Like this is a Sips, Riffs, and Flix pick or something. But that's what it would be for me. Like this would be a Kevin's all-star pick. I don't like that, but I'm gonna keep working.
Yeah, we'll work on that. And then we'll put something out that we like. We'll get there.
Brandon, did I ask you? Would you walk across the street for it?
You didn't, but I would absolutely walk across the street for it. Good pick, Jamie. Thank you, and thank everybody who recommended it.
Yeah.
Tell your mama, tell your friends, tell everybody.
Hey, and if you know of a store that this is sitting on the shelf, comment and let us know, or just buy it and I'll pay you back for it and bring it to me. Thank you.
Or you know what? Also, if you know of another sour mash or something like that you think we would like, let us know. We'd love to try it.
True.
So,
all right. So thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you
later.
Bye.